Welcome, twin flames, twin souls, soul mates. Welcome to my channel. I am Virtuous to the Goddess, and I am bringing an energy reading for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine collective and the collective of the collective. Anyways, I'm so happy you could join me. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you feel this energy of the rise. I keep coming forth by day and by night to bring you peace, love, harmony, and balance. As you all know, if you've been on this journey for a while, you will begin to see that when you found the three, you found the one, because one is of the three, and three is definitely of the one. If you're new or returning, I'm so grateful that you're here with me. I would like to do just a little quick message reading. Hopefully we'll have some healing messages because that's what I'm about. We don't have to worry about it, about the divine masculine and in the feminine, third party this, third party that. The most important thing is the healing between the two, or the healing for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Because as we heal the world. It's like a vibration. We fix something within ourselves with inner work, inner child work. It has a ripple effect across the collective. If you don't believe me, join me in this session. Let's heal. Let's heal the world. As Michael Jackson would say, Archangel Michael. Okay. I pulled the major cards already, just to see what's happening with the divine feminine and masculine and the energy in between the two. Um, Here we have for the divine feminine the world. Divine feminine has taken a hard lesson, but we're in completion right now. This is 10. As this is entering in the portal of letting go of the old into the new. So basically, divine feminine is coming from a hard cycle into a beautiful cycle, one where she had to battle her demons. And, we're coming out of battling demons and moving into basically reaping the rewards, reaping the good karma that she so deserves. Divine masculine has the chariot. Divine masculine, the energy surrounding him now is moving fast. Almost like he's also battling his light and dark side. It's sort of like a tornado. But as you see, he has the eye of Ra. His third eye is open. Finally, he has these two tools here to conquer his lower self. He has what he needs here. He's been already placed on his throne, but yet, I'm not sure if he realizes it yet. But we'll see. He's recognizing his higher power with the Chariot. And this is definitely energy coming from the fifth dimension. This is a number 7 card, though. And with this comes spiritual challenges that have been placed from the divine energy, the creator energy. So, divine masculine is overcoming conflict in the fifth dimension. The conflict of the things that should be brought down here to planet Gaia. He's overcoming that conflict. The energy between the two is the Justice card, the number 8 card. This is that eternal. You cannot escape this justice. The scales are being balanced between the two consorts or counterparts. Or your counterpart could be a Libra, you could be a Libra. I don't really like to do signs, but the balance is here. Or the divine ones. Karma is also still being served. When that Chariot is a Cancer. Just FYI. Okay. So, let's get some help here. I have all the elements. I have the fire, water, earth, plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. I ask for the mighty creator of all the gods and goddesses to please be present and bless this reading and use me as a vessel so that these messages may heal the divine masculine and feminine within, because as within, so without, as above, so below. We ask that you send some of these energies, these positive energies, to help heal the collective. I call on some of the gods and goddesses, the ancient ones, to please assist us with any messages that may help us operate on this planet and to help raise the vibration. The original ones, the original twins, Asar and Aset, and the product of that union, Haru, Noon. I also want to acknowledge Amen Ra Bata, Atun, Newt, Jab, Shu, Asar. I did say Asar, Set, and Haru. The Elohim, the archangels, ascended masters, spirit guides, way shores, ancestors that serve my highest good. Please be present. Thank you. Now let's clarify. Am I clear quartz for clarity? Clear quartz for clarity. Let's clarify the wheel for the divine feminine. Divine feminine is closing out a cycle. Divine feminine is also going through a transformation with the number 13 card, which is the death card. Deaf to her old ways. She's basically going through this currently for this week of, I want to say the week of the 15th, that's today. So also the masculine. And is empowering himself at this moment. It's just something that came out of my head. I don't know. So we're going to get more on the transformation, but let me pull a card on Divine Masculine. Let's clarify the Chariot, please. Okay, so he's in mental conflict now. He's in his head. He hasn't gotten out of his head yet. There's too much thinking going on with the Two of Swords. He needs to have faith in the divine plan. The Two of Swords for him is all these different layers. You know, you have the third dimension from which we're currently gathering. I like to call the twins, the true twins, not just the collective, but the true twins, which are the frontliners, are the energy sweepers. So Divine Masculine has to clean out some of that stuff in his medulla oblongata. Clear out some of that indecision, some of that confusion, some of that wasted mental energy that he could actually spend on doing something more productive. But no, he wants to be all up in his head right now. You know, that's how men are. Very, very, very logical all the time. So he's adjusting his mind to some of the changes that are occurring in the 5D. Because, guys, I can tell you, in the fifth dimension, the dance is incredible. The Divine Feminine is receiving her justice in the form of balance in the fifth dimension. And there's some movement, choices, and decisions that both twins have to make at this time. Or the twins have to make at this time with the Two of Pentacles. Juggling that spiritual and that physical life. Making the right choices. Choosing themselves at this time. That's also earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Basically, this time is used to work everything out because it's all still up in the air at this point. This is a time to remain calm, slow down, because you don't want to mess this up and have to repeat a cycle. So give me more on this transformation. What is Divine Feminine transforming? But I want to pull a Heal Yourself card. What is, after Divine Feminine leaves her cocoon, what emotion, what is she healing? Because she has on green here. So it could be the heart chakra, but there's also yellow and orange. I also see the yellow. Divine Masculine is trying to think his way out of his root chakra. He's going to need to use his soul. So Divine Feminine is transforming into finding her life purpose. She's one step closer to finding her life purpose. And in the fifth dimension, the ancestors, if you can see those spirit guides, are also assisting the divine feminine at this time. She's building a firm foundation for herself. I mean, she's becoming that pillar of the 4 wands. Because 2 plus 9 is 12. This is a 29 card. That's 11. So that's part of the 11 of the 11. Let's see. What does masculine need to heal with this mental conflict? Masculine needs to, divine masculines, you guys need to watch out for the serpents, for the temptations. You need to master your sexuality. Don't spread yourself and give yourself to just any woman because she's available. Because that's why you're in this position right now, masculine. Following the booty. Divine masculine. That's the number 4. So 4, it could be that he thinks it's in his culture to explore lots of options when it comes to his sexuality, but he should be opening up to his divine feminine and only his divine feminine. But he has to learn, they have to learn that lesson the hard way every time. And as I said, that family and tribe came out. He knows who his tribe is, who his feminine is. He knows that's his tribe because this is his harmony and balance. He's surrounded by his harmony and balance when he's with his feminine. So there are partnerships that are occurring. He's being led to his tribe in the 5th dimension very quickly. Divine feminine, start paying attention to the signs to successfully complete this cycle. You may feel like you're in the woods alone. But if you notice that there's an owl there, and to me that always reminds me of divine masculine energy. You know, they're keeping their eyes on you in the 5th dimension at least. Some in the 3rd dimension. Because remember, the 3rd dimension is, girl, yeah, he cheated. He got a karmic. Oh, yeah, okay, that's 3rd dimension. But 5th dimension is everybody wins when there's unconditional love. So, let me clarify this movement's choices and decisions. It's 2 of Pentacles. Because they don't know, you know, the twins right now, we don't know which way to go. We're still just trying to level out from that full moon, all those energies. Here we are back at the root chakra. I knew it. We're moving away from that base chakra, making decisions to ground yourself, because we're on this planet. And always go back to your root to repair it, because it is the base. And here's some heart chakra blockages. So basically, the divine allowed the movement and the choices between the twins to cause this emotional loss. And let's see for what purpose. For harmony. All this is to bring harmony on planet Earth. Divine Feminine is a spiritual leader. Or like I always say, in Christianity, she sanctifies the marriage. So this is the Lover's card. The Lovers represents choices on the third dimension. This is why this Justice Maat was brought. That energy was brought here through that goddess for this here all over the planet. The divine also gave the twins some cold, hard, quick, fast moving truth. To stir up that creative energy. Because that is the purpose, is to create as we were created. And I ain't just meaning procreate, I mean projects and things that would benefit humanity. I don't often use this deck, so let me read from this card. Ashtar is the goddess of the starlit skies who brings powerful and immediate realization of the illuminated mind. She is the mental breakthrough into the conscious understanding. The realization that Ashtar brings can be mind-blowing. Her halo radiates heavenly wisdom and understanding, bringing enlightenment of the mind through comet-like bursts of ideas and visions. Open to her immediate gifts of power and blessing for razor-sharp mental clarity. I knew we needed clarity. She's bringing us the cosmic light and bringing us gifts, piercing through our stagnant attitudes and beliefs to activate our cellular memory and stellar vision. Open to her realization and then act upon your new understanding. So take this energy and create. Let's pull another goddess card. Maiden Beauty. And this is Earth energy. Capricorn energy. According to this book. And this is the Mythical Goddess Tarot. So, feminines, this is for us. If you haven't been out in nature, it's so healing. I spend a lot of time in the park, and it's very, very therapeutic and healing. Nature heals. So, this card is just reminding us that when you're one with nature, in harmony with nature, you're in harmony with your true life force, or your chi. And this just gives you a sense of oneness. Earth, the number 9 card, community. This is just telling divine masculines to and this is Venus in Virgo. This is telling masculine that whatever material gains that he get any moolah and the change, he needs to share it with the community. It's time for his healing. It's time for him to be unified within himself so that he can harness this energy to bring forth towards his community with a new vision to help others and not just himself. Divine masculine needs to know both twins, both divine masculine and feminine are bringing this peace and oneness to the earth, as you can see through these creative ideas. And that's what this justice is bringing. So at this time, you're being instructed to choose wisely. There are a lot of options that are coming to us, divine feminines. And this does affect your twin soul. But choose wisely. Patience and planning is necessary with the 7 of Pentacles. Stack your coins. Finish whatever you start. Be patient and just keep working towards your goals once you decide. So this week, choose and decide wisely. Divine masculine. He's still in accelerated motion. The energy around him is quick. I'm hearing TikTok, and they ain't talking about the app. We have the hangman. So until we realize the abilities and the power that we have to create, the energy is the hangman. Sacrifices. Coming out of the muddy waters with a new perspective. The covenant of the rainbow. The divine decided not to destroy the earth, but to raise the vibration of the entire planet to the 5th dimension. The divine feminine is moving on from with the 6 of Swords to calmer waters. So is the divine masculine, moving straight into the light. Now let's pull a Romance Angels card. And right at the bottom of the deck, we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Codependency on each other, drugs, alcohol, other people. This is a lesson of independence for both twins. Because this is a past life relationship. You've known each other before many lifetimes. You've done this all many lifetimes. So it's time for the divine feminine to detach. Because the masculine knows. It says release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. She's exhausted. Release that energy, divine feminine. Because codependency. The divine sent that message down. It's a codependency that's happening. But the divine masculine knows that you've known each other before. And if he contacts you, what card want to come out? I saw the red flags. So divine feminine, release that energy. What he was is not what he is today. What you were yesterday, you aren't today. So release your ex. Let him go. Especially if he left, let him go. And it's okay. And it'll be safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Once you release that energy, then you open your heart to receive more light from the divine. And that way, you can never be deceived. Because he was wearing a false mask within this connection. He wasn't willing to. He was trying to play with the third parties. Meanwhile, the ancestors and angels are protecting the feminine. She's like, they're there. You'll get through. So let's get one more card. Someone from your past is returning to your life. He wants to reconcile. Divine feminine. Once you release him, that triggers the reconciliation. And let's close it out with some oracle message cards for the week. I enjoyed you all being here. Something for the week. My job allows me to express my talents and abilities, and I am grateful for this employment. So this is about gratitude. Just show gratitude for wherever you are, Divine Feminine, on your journey. That gratitude helps move you to a higher timeline. My workspace is a pleasure to be in. There is mutual respect among my coworkers. Respect people and they'll respect you. Just make your space positive and full of light. When I make a mistake, I realize that is only part of the learning process. As I forgive myself, it becomes easier to forgive others. Divine, feminine, and masculine. The divine wants us to know that mistakes are only part of the learning process. Once you learn a lesson, you move on to new lessons. I am a magnet for money. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. I think big and then I allow myself to accept even more good from life. So divine masculine is going to discover that the world could be his oyster. But he has to get in alignment with the divine energy and allow it to come in. He has to think bigger. He needs to get out of that box, out of that box that he's in. And everyone, I'm just reminding you, please, let's take care of our bodies and keep moving forward to improving our health And at the bottom of the deck, at this very moment, enormous wealth and power are available to us. I choose to feel worthy and deserving. I deserve the best, and I accept the best now. And on that note, I just want to say thank you for joining me. If you would like spiritual counseling, please contact me at virtuosothegoddess@gmail.com. I wish you all a very peaceful, loving, harmonious week. I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.